If you're ready to elevate your dating game, then check out Get Girls Academy, my exclusive program designed to help you attract, date, and keep the women you want. As a member, you'll gain access to proven strategies, insider tips, and bi-monthly group coaching sessions where we tackle your biggest questions live. This is your chance to build real connection and stand out from the crowd. Go to harrywilmington.com to learn more and join today. I'll see you on the inside.
Thank you for checking out this episode of Harry Dating Combos. By the way, did you know this podcast audio is actually from a YouTube video I made? You can check out all my YouTube videos and highlights at youtube.com/Harry Wilmington. Go there, like the videos, and subscribe to the channel.
So if you're crushing on a girl, the friendship is already ruined. But let's backtrack. So Taylor Swift dropped her album this week called The Life of a Showgirl. And in that track list, there's a song called Ruin the Friendship. And it's a story of a guy that Taylor or somebody that was a woman had a crush on in the high school days. And at the time, she thought about trying to kiss him, but decided against it because she didn't want to ruin the friendship. Cut to a few years later, she's pondering whatever happened to that guy. Turns out he died, and she laments that she wishes she had kissed him back when she had a chance to, because even though it may have ruined the friendship, it could have blossomed into something, and now she'll never know. Now, that's a very morbid take on the whole ruining the friendship vibe, but I've had this thought for years that at the end of the day, if you as a guy are with a woman or you're friends with her and you're crushing on her and you're wanting to eventually tell her feelings or make a move on her, but you fear that the friendship is going to be ruined, I'm here to tell you now, as an older gentleman, the friendship is going to get ruined in one of several ways, actually. So for starters, let's say you don't ever make that move, right? What's going to happen is she's inevitably going to find another guy, one that is actually right for her and that she has all the tingles and feels for, and she's going to want to spend more time with that guy than with you. So whatever level of friendship you think you have right now, whether you guys are just like absolute besties, you guys hang out with each other all the time, go to movies and talk about a bunch of stuff, and she spends the night at your place but doesn't do anything with you, yeah, that's going to all be gone. So that's going to be ruined. Now, let's say you decide you're going to go the route of being her friend in the hopes that she spends enough time with you to where she just magically one day realizes that, oh my God, this guy that's always around and is always listening to my problems and is always going to the movies with me, he'd actually make the perfect guy. More often than not, that's not going to happen, but you're going to think it's going to happen. So you're going to be friends with her for 2, 3, 5, 10 years, thinking that eventually there's going to come a day where you can finally confess something to her. And that day's going to come when you try to go to her and say, hey, just so you know, I've always crushed on you. I've really liked you for a long time. I think we'd be great together. And you're going to be devastated when she comes back to you and says, I didn't expect that. I appreciate the feelings you have for me. I'm just not feeling those things. And now it's going to be awkward. And now you're going to find that when you try to call her just to hang out like you used to, she doesn't want to pick up the phone, or she wants to flake, or she's not interested, or something just came up, or she's sick, or a bunch of other excuses that translate to, I'm not feeling it like that. And if I go out with you, I know you're going to think that you have a shot, and you don't. So now I got to back away. So as you can see, there's always going to be a great chance that you're going to ruin the friendship, which is why, just as a general note, guys, if you meet a woman and you think there's any level of you that says you could be attracted to her, you have the hots for, you think it could be something, you err better on the side of asking her out within that first or second meetup or that you meet her for the first time than trying to wait months or years on end thinking that's going to get you a better shot at getting into a relationship. That is, in fact, going to ruin the friendship. Now, for some of you guys, you might have known a girl for like 3 or 4 years and then realized, oh, crap, we actually get along great. I have feelings for you. At which point, most guys make the classic mistake of thinking, if I just go to her and express my feelings, I'm going to assume she has these same feelings because I'm feeling things. We've known each other for a long time. Why wouldn't she have them? And more often than not, you're going to find that is not the case. So you guys are putting the cart before the horse by trying to think you need to say all these feelings before you ask her on a date. What you need to do is just ask her for a date. Like literally like, hey, we hang out all the time. How would you feel about going on an actual date just to see what's what. All right. That is a way to do that where you're not applying pressure for her to have this be like a romantic thing all of a sudden, but it is letting her know there's a level of inquiry that is there, that's considering possibly seeing if this could be something romantic, but you're not quite sure yet. And so the only way to know that for sure is to make it a formal date. Now, at that point, she may say, oh my God, you like me. Oh my God, this is so weird coming from a friend. At which point you can just say, hey, look, this is not a marriage proposal. This is just me recognizing that we get along great. We're both single. We don't have anybody. And it'd be cool just to hang out and see what's what in a different setting than we usually do. Okay. So you're still saying it in a way where it's like, you're not saying I have the complete hots for you. I'm head over heels. I've already chosen you as my person, because at the point that you make a woman feel as though you've already chosen her, when she is not herself yet gone on the journey of trying to figure that out, that's where you start to lose. Now, let's say you ask her out and she's like, I don't know. This is kind of awkward. And then she starts kind of backing away. Well, this is when you do a pull away of your attention, because you've expressed that you want to see if you can take things in a romantic direction, and she's being hesitant. You cannot force or push a woman into thinking or feeling that she wants to make this be romantic. But what you can do is take away your attention and make her start to realize that she misses that attention. And then she'll start to realize more and more, man, I talk to him about all the stuff I like to do, and we always hang out well. He always listens to me. We always do X, Y, and Z, and I'm really missing that feeling tone. But he's saying that can't happen anymore unless we go on a date. Okay, I'll at least give a date a shot and see what's what. So, in other words, it has to be her idea to suddenly realize that she wants to at least say okay to at least one date with you. Okay, that's not something you can negotiate. It's not something you can make her feel that she wants to do. And in fact, the more you try to force that agenda, the more she's going to pull away and eventually leave you alone altogether. Okay, all this to say, guys, that at the end of the day, you should not be trying to be friends with women that you actually want to go on dates with and possibly be romantic with, all right? Because whether you like it or not, you're going to ruin the friendship. If you ask her out and she says no or she's not interested, it's going to be awkward. You're going to ruin the friendship, but at least now you won't be stuck in purgatory where you got to continue to hang out with this person and feel tortured that as much as you want her romantically, she doesn't want you. Or you're going to ruin the friendship by shutting up, not saying anything, and then she's going to be swept away by some other guy, at which point you're also not going to have the same level of friendship, all right? But you better err on the side of at least asking her on a date than waiting around and wondering what ifs. Because what you don't want to do is get older and then think to yourself, man, if I had asked so-and-so out, or if I had, made a move, could things have possibly happened? Don't live in the land of what ifs or what could haves. Figure that stuff out now so you know unequivocally whether it would have been a yes or no. But be willing to ruin their friendship in order to potentially get what you want, because ultimately bold men are the ones that get what they want. And so you might have that female friend of yours right now that you've been thinking about making a move on or saying something to. And again, don't go in all like, I want to tell you all my feelings, but like at the very least be like, hey, make the move to ask her out, to do a one-on-one hangout. Like do something that's going to move it towards the romantic realm versus being stuck in the friendship, because the friendship will get ruined one way or another. So just wanted to put that note out there. Really love the song on that album, so I thought I'd do a quick video referencing that in particular. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. I am Harry Wilmington. I'm going to be out for the next couple of days, but I will see you guys in a few days with another video. In the meantime, go to my website, harrywilmington.com, sign up for my coaching as well as the Get Girls Academy, which has all of my programs wrapped into one to give you guys a leg up in the dating game by teaching you how to approach women, how to keep women, and how to make sure you have a long-lasting relationship. So check that out at the website. Also, for the podcast listeners, this actually is a video that you can find on YouTube at youtube.com/Harry Wilmington. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in a few days. I'm out. Peace.